instead of, being so official with a plan. And when someone asks you, what's the plan, you can respond with this. Well, I was just thinking about playing it by ear tonight. This means, I was just thinking about doing whatever I want to do when the time comes. So if I'm hungry, I'll go get dinner. Or if I want to watch a movie, I'll turn one on at home. Or if I feel like going out, I'll go to the movie theater. I'm just going to play it by ear. This means I don't want to have an official plan. I'm just going to see how I feel. A good example of using the phrase, we'll play it by ear, is if, you have a family member or someone that's sick and someone else asks you, are you going to be able to make it on Friday? And it's already Wednesday. You'll say, we'll play it by ear. My son's kind of sick, so I'll see if he's feeling better on Friday. When you're trying to be really honest and self-aware and just kind of admitting that something didn't really work or a plan didn't go very well, you might say, I didn't think that through.
Oh, I didn't think that through.
I didn't think this through.
That I didn't think this through completely?
So you might say, I didn't think, giving all these kids ice cream right before dinner. I didn't think that plan through because now they're not hungry to eat their actual healthy dinner. You should never give kids dessert first because, in my opinion, it kind of spoils their dinner, meaning like they're not hungry anymore and they just think they're full because they got this wonderful, delicious dessert first. Or sometimes, if you plan a big outdoor event in the middle of the summer and everyone's super sweaty, you might say, well, I didn't think that through. I didn't think about how sweaty and hot and uncomfortable everyone would be having this big event. Maybe it's a wedding or something outside. So it just means that part of your plan wasn't thought about very well and it's not going very well due to your lack of planning or just thinking about certain aspects. And when you say this, it can be kind of playful, not so serious, or you can just say it in a serious manner, I wish I would have thought this through. I didn't think that through. So this phrase is always said after the fact of the event or after something happens that didn't go well. I think as an English learner or just anyone in general, when you're trying to be polite, it can be hard to be direct. English speakers aren't always super direct, but this phrase can be helpful. If you want to tell someone that their plan or their suggestion is just no good, you can say, that's not going to work.
That is not going to work.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
That plan is not going to work. Or someone says, oh, we're getting dinner on Sunday, right? You might say, oh, that's not going to work. Sorry, I already have something going on, or whatever the case may be. So it's direct, but it is polite to use this phrase to tell someone that their plan isn't going to work or to turn down something. So when you're trying to be a good friend or you're trying to be polite or just reduce someone's stress, and you're making a plan with them and you say, let's do this. I'm just trying to make it easier for you.
Homer!
Hey, I'm just trying to make it easier on him.